Now, first of all, let us talk about H1 mathematics first. So, roughly speaking, this is the summary of a syllabus. 100% of the paper, 40% are allocated for pure mathematics, which is heavily based on your O-level calculus, meaning your differentiation and integration. So what they're going to cover are your O-level A-maths differentiation integration, plus some other topics like drawing graphs and inequalities. So if you have taken additional maths before during your secondary school days, then you are at a big advantage because more or less you have covered pretty much most of the 40% already. And the remaining 60% will be all on statistics. Probably in the O level or the IP year 3, year 4, you will have learned some basic statistics, like some basic probability. So we are going to build on that on more advanced topics. So H1 mathematics doesn't require any additional mathematics background because the students are going to learn them again at the H1 level. So like what I mentioned earlier, if you have taken additional maths before, it's a very huge advantage for you. So what is the purpose of H1 mathematics and who is it for? The main idea is to prep the students with sufficient math knowledge, especially those who wish to pursue, let's say, humanities or social science courses at the university level. So let's say if you wish to pursue a business course, right? So that's where a lot of the mathematics will involve statistics. That's why H1 mathematics, 60% is allocated for statistics. You probably don't need very advanced calculus or algebra for social science courses. That's why we don't really cover that under the H1. Now let us look at the assessment for H1 mathematics. So you're required to take one paper, which is 3 hours. And for the past 10 years or so, the A-level H1 math papers has been pretty routine. The questions are pretty routine. You see similar questions year after year, which means that if you actually put in sufficient effort to do lots of practice and drill, you should be able to get a decent grade, maybe a B or an A. And the requirement, the algebra manipulation required for H1 mathematics is pretty minimal. So let's say for personal experience, I've taught an international students, from India. She doesn't even have secondary school level algebra. She doesn't know any algebra, and she is taking H1 mathematics in 9 months. So what I did was I just taught her all the shortcuts, just go straight to how to solve each question, and then we do some drilling. And with the help of the graphic calculator, which is pretty powerful at the A level, she can get a C for her A level. Bear in mind, she only learned H1 mathematics in 9 months. She has no O level background at all, and she could get a C. So for students who actually went through the O level track, getting a B or an A is definitely possible. So H1 may be half a subject of H2, but in terms of level of difficulty, I will rate H1 as at most 30% the level of difficulty of H2 because the questions are pretty straightforward and routine, which makes it one of the most worth H1 subject to take. So H1 will be mainly allocated for students who are taking 3H2, and the 3H2 subjects are all the arts subjects, the humanities or the other arts. So you may be taking, say, like geography, English literature, history, and you need a contrasting subject, which is at a H1 level. High chance it will be a H1 math.